The #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs. The 8th-ranked Crimson Tide of Alabama. One unbeaten, one with only one loss on their season. It's a packed house. There's a lot of red and black and a lot of crimson and cream in here. Welcome, everybody. I'm Brad Nessler. My partner's Gary Danielson, Jenny Dell down on the sidelines. Well, partner, everybody wants to win a conference championship when the season begins. You get to this point, you go, okay, it's right there in our grasp. But when these two teams, these two programs get together, it's bigger than that.
It really is. Every SEC championship that I've ever done, the last 17, the winner of this game got in the playoffs. I assume that's going to happen today. But the stakes seem so much higher. Alabama, with their record 6 championships under Nick, national championship under Nick Saban. And how about Georgia? They're going for college football immortality.
I know it's a half century ago, but it's like Ali and Frazier's trilogy a little bit.
Right.
I think one of the funnest things we've had to be part of this year is the maturation of the two quarterbacks, Jalen Milroe and Carson Beck.
I think you're 100% right. Going into this season, the biggest question marks in all of the SEC was who was going to play quarterback for these two franchises. Would they be good enough? Well, they have been good enough. They don't play exactly the same. Carson Beck, the trigger man, kind of stands on pitcher's mound, throws the ball. Jalen Milroe, after about 4 games, when he found himself, he has been almost impossible to stop. 2 of the best, most productive quarterbacks in college football.
One of the best football players in America has been a little bit iffy. Brock Bowers hurt in the Vanderbilt game. He came back after tightrope surgery in 26 days. We watched him warm up. He looks like he's ready to go.
He does. I think that he is obviously going to give it all he can in this game. 2 years ago, he was amazing against Alabama in this game. Looked at like McConkey's going to play. We'll look at Ra Thomas. Those are their 3 best receivers, the most productive players in their offense.
370 career receptions for those 3 guys. When you talk about players all over the field that could make a difference, I don't know. They're countless.
Yeah, it could be anybody. Let's start, though, with Alabama's pass rush. I think they have to do that, and they've got a pair, #1 and #2 in the SEC in quarterback pressures. Dallas Turner has 50. Chris Braswell has 49. They must be a factor in this football game, and I don't see how Alabama could win. But, Ness, you're right. The difference in these two football teams is there are great elite football players all over the field, and we're going to have the pleasure to watch them.
These are the 2-time defending national champion Georgia Bulldogs. Here they come. And walking down the tunnel and strolling in from Tuscaloosa, they'll be considered the home team today. The last team to beat Georgia 728 days ago. Nick Saban and the Crimson Tide of Alabama. Woo! We're almost ready. But first, 3rd member of our team on the field is Jenny Dell.
Well, we got 2 quarterbacks making their first SEC championship start, and with history on the line, Carson Beck told me that the Georgia Bulldogs had 2 ways to approach this matchup. Either protect or attack. He said they're not trying to protect their 29-game win streak. They're going to attack this matchup. Now for the Crimson Tide, I asked Jalen Milroe, how can this Alabama squad beat Georgia? And Milroe responded, Jenny, the question should be, how can this Georgia team beat Alabama? Now all season long, Bama's motto has been blank. Let all naysayers know. They want to remind everyone Alabama should be respected. And guys, we've got our popcorn ready for this one.
We are ready for this game, Jenny. Mercedes-Benz Stadium is electric. The SEC Championship on CBS, presented by Dr. Pepper, is sponsored by The Home Depot, Google, Aflac. Championship game, which is at hand. Georgia won the toss and deferred. Undefeated in conference play. Only the second time that's happened, believe it or not. Georgia 12-0. Alabama 11-1. The mentor against the man he maybe taught too well. Nick Saban and Kirby Smart were underway. And this one's going to go
as a great
out of bounds and a flag down. So it will come out to the 35.
Yeah, great play by Kendrick Law. You keep 1 foot out. That's enough to get it to penalty.
Free kick. Out of bounds. Kicking team. The ball we placed at the 35-yard line. First down.
Just already a smart play right here.
You don't have to worry about how it bounces. If you take 1 foot out and 1 foot in, it's a penalty.
Smart play.
Yep.
All right, partner, you ready?
I'm ready. Hey, you know what? I've had a lot of big games, but this one has as big a feel as I've ever done.
Jalen Milroe brings out the Tide offense with good field position already. With that kick going out of bounds. The redshirt sophomore out of Katy, Texas. Roydell Williams in the backfield with him. Fakes it to him and wants to go deep on the first pass. Almost intercepted. Milroe slipped a little bit and the ball came out funny.
I think he got hit as he let it go and it tipped. Zion Loud, number 96, I think got pressure in his face. Did he tip it? I think he did.
You called it. And on the other end, it was almost intercepted by Javon Bullard.
Well, nobody's been better throwing deep passes, but that time, Lowe did the job on the deflection.
This is Roydell Williams trying to get to the outside. Maybe got 2. That's about it. The Crimson Tide offense, he's going to have to carry a load today because Jace McClellan in play. And Williams will have to carry the load along with Jan Miller and Justice Haynes in the Alabama backfield.
The discipline of this Georgia defense, they on the fly substituted. Got their pass rushers on the field.
On a 3rd down and 7. From the 38. Milroe trying to direct traffic and try to get Niblack in motion and does. And he settles in on the slots. Low snap, 3rd and 7. Milroe plenty of time and now running out of it. And he's going to be dragged down way back at the 32 by Jalen Walker.
You know, there's a lot of talk about a spy can't handle Milroe, but
Ty Muse is back deep for the Dogs. Off the side of Burnham's foot.
It's going to work out, it looks like, though.
And it takes a definite Alabama bounce inside the 20.
It wasn't pretty, but effective.
Yep. Call it the 17-yard line. So 3 and out, and that means in comes Carson Beck. Jacksonville, Florida is a starter, and he's perfect. Our lineups presented by Dr. Pepper. He'll be in the number 2 spot all-time single-season pass yardage leaders in Georgia history.
Well, if he does it, he's got cornerbacks. he's faced all year.
He'll take the snap from Cedric Van Pan, who's making his 43rd consecutive start that offensive front for Georgia. There's the pass. There's Brock Bowers. There's a first down and a bunch more. Bowers bulls his way down to the 41.
Blitz zone, tight end in the flat. This is something that you could have with the tight end. Kind of fakes the block. A little bit of a keeper to the outside play. Their best player.
So we know he's ready to go. That's for sure. What we've seen for 3 years. 23. They mark it right at the 40. First down, Georgia. Carson Beck whips it out in the flat. Got it to Dominic Lovett. And Lovett had to bring him down.
As Jenny said, we're not here to protect the 29-game winning streak. We're here to that's throwing the ball as well as this guy. You might as well let it go.
Lovett got into Alabama territory to the 46. On Edwards cartwheels backwards for about 4 against the Alabama defense. That looks like this. Enough after 4 years at Georgia, now playing a main role in the linebacking core for the Tide. He and Jermaine Burton both having. Beck's going to change things up on a second down and 6.
With a light tight end, they basically have 4 receivers, wide receivers on the field.
Bowers, that slot to the top. It's going to be and Edwards going to be a little bit short of the first down. And Bowers out there is one of his blockers. He got a little bit of the defender. First down.
Tempo on 3rd and short.
Number 1 in the country at 3rd down. Conversion straight ahead on the quarterback keeper. And a first down. Georgia's opening drive, if you just joined us, after Alabama went 3 and out on theirs.
And the group that will be Georgia. When Alabama moves the ball, they move it in big chunks, not usually in long drives. Ladd McConkey on the.
And Kendall Milton as well.
There's Ladd outside wide.
Now they shift 2 tight. And Bowers. And Dylan Bell as well as they keep motioning people around. Throws it on the run and throws a dart to McConkey at the 20.
And don't think of Ladd McConkey as a possession. Is anybody out there? Great route runner. And this time they take Brock Bowers away in the flat. So what do? Go to the next read.
Up to the 20. That's McConkey in motion. And that's Kendall Milton. And Milton got about 3 inside the 20 to the 17 or close to it.
So you must control something. Take away that inside running game and then try to get him in 3rd down and long. And then those 2 guys where Carson Beck's going to throw from. He's on pitcher's mound right behind the center.
Scored on 58 in the country. Second best in the SEC to LSU. And then explosion. Touchdown, Georgia. $17 yards.
Watch the Georgia right guard take on the blitz from Alabama. This block, watch him open up the linebacker blitz, turns him out, and
what an opening drive for Georgia. Perfect balance, a little under, in for the point after. Up and good.
9 days of the Georgia offense contributed. 4 for 4 in the passing game, and that
latest news, picks, scores, and highlights from all the sports you love. Watch CBS Sports HQ anywhere, anytime. Seems like he's been on all the time the last 3 weeks of the season.
So as if Georgia didn't need another weapon when Kendall Milton got healthy.
Yep.
Powerful Georgia offense.
Coming off a career-high 156 yards and 2 touchdowns against Georgia Tech in their regular season start here in the first quarter. Jared Zirkle to kick off for the second time already for the Dogs. And 5-yard line where they hope to have better luck than 3 plays minus 2 yards on their first drive. Kind of odd sometimes to lead the team in tackles and interceptions. He does it. He's had a sensational senior season.
Chase McClellan is not playing in this game. Waddell Williams is the back. Waddell Williams has not had only 2 double-digit carries.
It's too bad that he's not out there.
Yes, very important player for the team.
Yep. Got hurt. First down from the 25, and it is Waddell Williams.
The answer for Alabama to get this game rolling their way. This has not been not what we've seen before. Those teams held teams all year to 70 yards, 75 yards for the season. This one's in the hundreds.
It's second down and 4, empty backfield. Milroe. And deep middle and got it. Nope, in and out of the hands of his receiver. Incomplete.
Plays the ball, plays through the receiver. A tremendous defensive play. I was looking at the secondary. I believe it was just a 3-man rush again. And you took a guy that's in the time to let it go.
Let's see if they can convert this third down. Third down at 4. Left sideline, and Jermaine Burton didn't keep running, and the pass was way out.
I will tell you, Alabama was fortunate not to get called. Rush. Right tackle J.C. Latham was beat inside. Watch him get his arm out right there on this play. Grab 2 guys, just kind of a little hold. I think a good no call, but keep an eye on that matchup.
Back-to-back 3 and outs. Makai Muse for the second time. This time, Burner got all of this one. All the way to the 13-yard line. That's where Georgia will have their second.
Yet. This is the University of Georgia, and we're just getting started.
Georgia leads 7-0, becoming legendary if they can keep their string going. Some legend now streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus. Georgia looking for their 30th straight win. If they can win this game, they'll make the college football playoff and a chance for a 3-peat. But first things first, long way to go. They lead 7-0. And this time Bowers.
Two veteran play callers in here. Mike Bobo had his way on that first drive. Offensive coordinator. But on the other side, they've got a veteran too, Kevin Steele, the defensive coordinator. He's been around as long as there's been football, it seems like.
And that first shot was way down at the other end of the booth, away from our camera. And Kevin's been around the block, sort of seems like. Loss of 3 for Bowers. Second down at 13, back of the 10. Carson back near his own goal. In his own end zone. He's got to get rid of it. And it is caught by McConkey.
I don't think so.
Yep, trapped.
Yep. Look at the. You can always tell by the other team's bench when they start signaling. They get that eye look right there. They're all saying.
Especially when it's
But the Alabama defense has stepped up. Stop on first down. Now 3rd and long. Let's see if 7 yards behind the center. They do not like to roll out Carson Beck much.
Chris Braswell, Dallas Turner, they'll be coming. Beck, though, goes deep down the middle, almost intercepted. And Malachi Moore knows that he had a gift there.
Yeah, I thought Caleb Downs was all over. I think this was going to Brock Bowers right here. Watch. I think it's Caleb Downs, number 2, that is man-to-man on this play. Good coverage. And good hand fighting right there. You got to let that go.
So that'll bring out Brett Thorson. Downs waits way back, number 2 on the other end in the middle of your screen. And they're coming after Thorson. And Downs has everybody get out of the way and goes out of bounds, but going to be great field position.
Yeah, great answer by this Alabama.
Save the season and make this game as big as it is. That happened at Jordan-Hare a week ago. Here comes Jalen Milroe on the ground. Almost got the first down.
Yeah, not surprised by that at all. How do you get Jalen Milroe in the game? Started out 0 for 3. Why not just do a running play with him, get him involved, get him hit once, establish another weapon for this Alabama offense.
He got 9 at second down of the yard.
It all changed for this Alabama offense against Tennessee when they started running him more.
No doubt.
Tommy Rees started using him, and that broke open the offense.
Jam Miller is in there right now, tailback. And he's got the first down. Pickup of about 4.
Robbie Oots coming inside with an inside fit from the H-back position, kind of like an ISO play, modern day ISO. Number 45 Oots comes inside and just runs right at this speedy defense. Watch Oots come inside and fill in. Just the old ISO play.
So that's Alabama's initial first down of the ball game. And they've got it at the Georgia 38-yard line. Jam Miller, good run. 8 more.
And credit that offensive line for Alabama. That time it was Tyler Booker, number 52, stood up his man. The strength of the 2 guards, 52 and 77 in the running game. A duo blow, oh my goodness.
It's not to knock down Stackhouse like that is not easy.
They call it a duo. The tackle and the guard take him on, and they did it.
Milroe, all day to throw again. And now he's running out of it. He'll keep it and trot out with a first down.
That's the danger. You play great defense, and Jalen Milroe buys time. Goes one way. Imagine you got to cover and cover and cover and keep covering. And then all of a sudden, well, let's just take a first down.
Yeah, that's just trotting for him. That's really fast for a lot of people. That's how elusive he is.
Yeah, Warren Brinson said, I thought I had him.
So Alabama's got something working here inside the Georgia 27-yard line. And it's Milroe again. Off the read and a good run inside the 20. Run down and out by Dalen Everett.
Those 2 offensive guards for Alabama. This time it's Roberts. Watch him on this play. This is what you're asking your guys to do. Just folds down that Georgia offensive line. The insertion of Roberts in the line for Alabama has made them stronger.
And they've got ahead of the change right now again with a second down and short.
3 receivers into the boundary.
Jam Miller is jammed up and dropped for about a 5-yard loss by Christian Miller.